Hello, everyone. We are here today with a new anonymous guest. How about you tell our audience a bit about yourself?
Sup everyone, 21 years old, based in the UK. I study business management, which I recently graduated from. Hopefully, I'm trying to get into HR department, just waiting on the firms to get back to me. My passions are photography and traveling. I've been to a few countries, precisely around Europe and Asia, which um, which I enjoyed.
Okay, out of all of those places, what was your favorite?
My favorite has been Southeast Asia. I was there for about 2 months. I don't know, a backpacking experience. Uh, One of the reasons why I enjoyed the trip because it wasn't planned. It was done last minute, and so I started from south, went down north, and yeah, it was fun. Learned a lot of stuff, went through experience wise and everything. Yeah, enjoyed myself.
Cool, cool, cool. So, everyone has their own definition of success. So, how do you define this success and how do you achieve?
Success, to me, it has to do with how you feel about yourself and your accomplishments, not how others see you. Setting goals for yourself and doing your best to meet those goals. Growing up, I was taught no matter what you, no matter what your profession is or the situation in life you're in, to be the best. Like for example, you could be Domino's delivery driver, a car washer, or you can have an only fan page for all I care. As long as you're doing your best to reach that goal, that's what should matter. It's making the best of what you have and always moving forward, like with a goal in mind in those areas. You would like to be successful in following through with your aspirations, dreams, even if you don't get to the top, which I'm still working on at the moment. At least you've worked hard to succeed. That's what success means to me. Yeah.
So, I know you mentioned that you learned a lot through traveling in the past, but what have you been most proud of learning lately?
I love photography and I've been dabbling around it in the past few years. Even made an Insta page dedicated to it where I upload pictures that I take from abroad. Um, it's like my memory album because I don't really have that many followers. But finally, recently, during the whole quarantine and coronavirus, um, I bought a digital camera, which I'm proud of. Uh, I was excited by it because I'm able to further improve my skills. And during the whole lockdown, I had so much time in my hand, so I was playing around with the settings and everything, and I was able to reach out to a few friends. One was I was happy to meet up. So so whilst I was taking a few pictures, and hopefully in the future, um, this I can further improve my skills, and we'll see due time. You might see my work on your feed. Yeah.
Cool, cool. So you seem to be a very fearless person considering you've traveled around the world solo, but what's an irrational fear that you have?
One word I can break it down to: loss. Of all the things that scare me the most is loss. It makes me feel terrified, and it was always overwhelming. Like for example, whenever I used to quit my job, sometimes I used to get fired, but let's not look at that still. But I always used to feel numb, like between two fears: uh, losing my passion by staying, or stability if I walked away. And it's similar with relationships, losing my chance of fulfillment or my comfort, enjoy and my sense of identity. And I realize whenever I fear something, loss is always at the root of it. I feel like everyone can relate to it. At the moment, I'm still trying to work on it as well.
Wonderful. So, in
Yeah.
your 21 years of life, you have accomplished a lot and you have a lot of drive. How and where do you find your inspiration?
Like day-to-day encounters, experience that had an impact on my life, and looking through other people's perspective and listening to their stories had a big impact on my life because I always look at things through other people's perspective. And for example, this was a few months ago at one of my travels. I ended up in the island by myself. I was traveling with a friend, but long story short, he set out to do something else, so I decided to head there. It was late at night, and then I reached out to this hostel that was still open, luckily. And this guy offered to pick me up from the port that I was at to the hostel. And I found that humbling as well, because usually they'll charge you a lot, but he'd done that all for free out of his own time. And I was there for about 2 weeks. And during my 2 week stay, I learned a lot from him. I got to know him to the extent where I can call him a friend. And he told me what he experienced throughout his life. This guy was about 40 years old. He was an immigrant that lived in Cambodia. And literally all he's been doing in his life was saving up to the point where he was able to afford a hostel. That was his whole goal. And he let nothing stop him reach his goal. And then that made me realize and helped me understand that nothing comes easy, and appreciate what you got already, rather than comparing yourself with someone else who has no impact on your life, which I do a lot. And yeah.
Okay.
That's my story.
It was wonderful interviewing you. You're a very inspiring person, and I wish you the best with your
thank you.
and your work with HR.
Yeah.
Do you have any words of encouragement for our audience?
First of all, thank you. Zari. I appreciate being a part of your interview and reaching out to audiences that can relate to my story or who I can have an impact on. And yeah, thanks. And my words of encouragement are don't give up. Always try to reach your goals, no matter what obstacles come in your way. Because as long as you have the drive, you'll eventually succeed.
And that's all we have for you today.